when you are getting ready to go to that scrum, did you know that you were about to unload all of this, or is it just something in the moment that kind of took over you?
No, getting out there and seeing, you know, reporters that report shit about you like it's fact without ever checking with you to see if stuff happened, who are openly friends with other wrestlers. You know, it's just fucking high school. It's high school, cliquey, mean girls, drama bullshit. And I get there and I see these goofs, you know, and I just, you know, lose my temper. Top 3 CM Punk promos though.
jaBROni, jaBROni, ABC. Oh, it doesn't matter how you spell jaBROni.
Nah, we don't believe you, jaBROnis. Nah, we don't believe you, jaBROnis. Nah, we don't believe you, jaBROnis.
I see these goofs.
Goofs.
Every time, the damn goofs. Well,
you can never change it.
it needs to always be the ending.
Unless it's like something better comes along. But nothing will be nothing.
jaBROni's back. Money in the Bank Day. Last time was Castle Day. Last week was I went on a all-time epic just binge basically, and I disappeared for the whole weekend. And then I didn't get in touch with anybody till like Monday or Tuesday. I met up with an old friend and went to AC and Wildwood and just was on a binge like up till 5, taking Ubers from Wildwood to AC and whatnot. It was interesting, but we're back and there's a lot of stuff going on. We missed some things during the week. I had jaBROni of the week. I had a bank one. I just keep them in my back pocket for now. But then other people are trying.
Smart.
I have like now I have like 2 now. So we'll get the jaBROni of the week later. All right. Anyway, we'll start. I'm Topher McCann. He's Mike Butler. What the hell's going on, man?
Nothing really, man. Just excuse me. Hope everyone had a great 4th of July. I've been very antsy for this pay-per-view. It came up quick. Really excited about it. We're halfway through the year. It's crazy. Like WrestleMania 41, right around the corner. Feels like just yesterday. We were there. You know? Documentary came out this past Wednesday. Did you get a chance to watch that?
Pop off on it. Let's start there. Yes, I was on for a while. I was like on Peacock rolling through it. I'm like, where the hell is this? Finally, I was like, it's on YouTube. I think I watched it twice. One time I was watching it, I kind of had it on like listening, and then last night I had it on again, running through. But yeah, the one thing to come out of that is this. Have you seen the Rock meme?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, it's yeah, I mean, it's basically he had the Chris Jericho syndrome. So he invented everything, The Rock. So it's just this one photo of The Rock. And I'm sure everyone has seen it. And he's just saying, like, he's the reason he told the ringmaster, Steve Austin, the ringmaster. He changed the whole dynamic of wrestling. Any good idea, it was Dwayne. More recently, I think he said his final boss is the greatest heel character in the history of professional wrestling.
Well, I mean, the final boss is great. I don't know. I mean, I guess in terms of context, what like your idea of heel is, but the final boss has done stuff on TV that like we have never seen on WWE TV before. So I mean, like, I don't want to say he's the greatest, but I mean, I think he's not as crazy as one would think of him saying that.
I saw someone quote tweet that and saying that didn't like Al Snow feed someone their kill their dog and like feed their dog.
Oh, God.
And then also the Big Boss Man at the big shows, didn't he have his dad's casket and like drag it through the quote tweet?
Yeah, well, all right. Yeah, but you know, Big Boss Man is not the greatest heel of all time. In fact, he turned into the mega babyface. He was hung from a Hell in a Cell. I mean, how are you gonna think that a guy like that's the greatest heel in the world? No, you know. Look, I mean, there's obviously people ahead of the final boss. I mean, Triple H and his whole evolution run, probably up there. I would say, probably up there. Randy Orton in his anger management phase, probably up there. Very underrated too, because that was at a time where wrestling or WWE was not at its greatest, you know. So
Fair.
Those two off the top of my head, I think would be higher up than the final boss. But the final boss came in at a time where WWE is in a new era, I guess, for lack of a better term. You know, Triple H is doing the booking. Triple H is under creative, and he's trying new things. And I mean, when you got The Rock cursing and Cody bleeding, which is, believe it or not, new. I mean, it's happened before, but they're trying new things. So The Rock, the final boss, great heel. Not sure if it's the greatest ever, but at the time, if you were to ask me that question during the WrestleMania 40 build-up, my ass would have said, "Yo, that is the greatest heel of all
time." So, what were your overall thoughts of them behind the curtain? Them actually, I mean,
disappointing.
Kayfabe's dead. All right, I kind of thought so as well. I thought we were going to get
disappointing.
I thought it was more just like a highlight of the road to WrestleMania, and more of not really a behind the.
Yeah, no, it's first, like when I first saw the commercials for it, like when it was supposed to originally air right after WrestleMania, I noticed there was a lot of like The Rock and Rollins and Roman and Cody. So I'm thinking like, oh, okay, that makes sense. But I thought it was going to be about the entirety of WrestleMania. Like, you know how they used to have those WWE 24 episodes about the WrestleManias. I thought it was going to be more like that. So the fact that they kind of only focused on the main event, like I get it, but I was kind of disappointed in that. When The Rock said, all that crap about him telling them, let's go this route, I knew that was like going to get ate up by the internet. I just sat there and just shook my head like, man, you should not have said that. Even if it was true, I just would not have said that at all.
Just saying it just makes it seem like
Triple H saying that, there wasn't really a plan for Cody. When, the date of the Rumble, which was kind of crazy because thank God Punk got injured. Thank God Cody pointed to Roman at the end of the Rumble. Like, it's just a very confusing.
What would
a very confusing aspect of everything.
Would they have done?
Like,
what would they have done?
It had to have been Cody versus Drew. Like that would be like it, but like still,
what?
Like, what was the game plan? Like, Cody was planning to win the Rumble, but yet you're planning on doing Roman Rock. Was the plan to just cash in his Royal Rumble opportunity at a different pay-per-view? Like, what was that mindset?
And that behind the curtain aspect, we thought maybe there would be some kind of explanation towards this, where it's like, all right, are they people were saying Perth at Elimination Chamber, and then people were like, The Rock's not coming back and wrestling at Perth, like at 12 afternoon or whatnot. But yeah, the behind the curtain thing more was like, I mean, honestly, the only thing was when they did the photo shoot with the four of them all there, that one where they're staring at each other and stuff, like that's behind the curtain, I guess. It was besides that, it was just like, oh, remember that Raw when he came out or the SmackDown when he came out and he sang, and then remember that Raw, but it just wasn't exactly, it wasn't what I was expecting. It was still cool.
Yeah.
I mean,
I mean, I'm always like appreciative of a good documentary, but like a good documentary is also not just an hour long. I mean, just wish it was it delved deeper into the event itself, the city itself, why they went to Philly, what makes Philly great.
Yeah, just talk about Philly more.
Location, just talk about Philadelphia. That's basically it. How they get Jason Kelsey and Lane Johnson to get in there. Like the good shit. It's the biggest WrestleMania that they've ever had, and to cram that all in an hour about the main event, 2 main events, it's pretty disappointing.
We got the a little bit on Van Vliet when the Undertaker was on there. We got a little bit of the tidbit where there was like a phone call early in the week, like, yo, maybe he'll do something. And then apparently he didn't. He was up in his box and got the call to go down to do so it seemed like the day of they decided to do the whole Taker spot in the main event, which is wild to make me think if anything they had held for last minute, they had to. It wasn't locked in and confirmed.
Like, imagine if Taker was like, no, I don't feel like it. Kind of just enjoy watching, but good luck though. Like, what would have done? Like, would Triple H have to run out there in a suit and just pedigree The Rock? Does he have one more pedigree in him? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, would that not be then you don't want to get involved because then you have to do a storyline because they're both on the board and stuff. I think people would delve more into it, especially when they had that promo all those years ago. It's like, oh, they're going to hype up Rock. And it's just like, it can't happen. So.
Right. But it's a lot of big what ifs there. What ifs.
Who's up top? Who's the biggest star? Who else was there that possibly could?
Who went into the Hall? Nobody really was there for the Hall of Fame. That was like, I mean, you could have Kevin Nash stick the winner again.
It's like, is Bryce Harper here? Like, I don't know.
Bring someone out. Yeah, I mean, bring Jason Kelsey back out. Have him have like a Jon Stewart moment.
Just in the main event of WrestleMania, he's the Jon Stewart. Lights go out. Jon Stewart's there again. He's back. He's back.
Retired as an NFL player. However, his new career.
Lights go out. They just play the old Daily Show theme song.
Do you think Jason Kelsey would be over in the WWE universe, not just Philly?
I saw a lot of people who were very confused because, I mean, WrestleMania worldwide.
Those guys don't watch sports.
Yeah, people don't know who they are because I guess. So globally, I don't think. Honestly, even I'm sure.
You don't think he could get over? But like, do you think he could get over?
Yeah, I think so. He's got a good. I mean, all we got to do is show the Mummers Eagles Super Bowl speech. That's it. One of the greatest ever cut. So, and he's not even a wrestler. He's cutting the greatest promo ever. It was the whole team. That's what we got to put on our intro too. I think just the full Jason Kelsey speech too, and then goofs.
That'd be money well spent here in production.
Can we get that, production guys, please? All right. And also from the binge last week, also totally on me. Should have been defending that title. The Forbidden Door happened.
Oh. Yeah, man, it did. 14 matches. That'd be way too much, though. It's pretty crazy.
I thought this was kind of funny because I was like on social media, and I'm not gonna lie, I don't have things blocked or words, so I get like everything. You could have never. I wouldn't honestly have never even told it. I think on Monday at some point I saw something, and I was like, wait, I thought that was for some reason I thought it was all this weekend. I thought it was like Money In Thje Bank Saturday, and I thought they were on Sunday. Wrong completely, but
yeah, not a lot of buzz.
14 matches, and the only thing I saw, like, I think a clip of Britt Baker returning, which think they need it. And I saw that Ospreay and Swerve had their crazy false finish match over and over. And then I think I missed something this week. I think Hangman returned this week?
Yeah, he eliminated Jeff Jarrett from the Owen Hart tournament, and people were up in arms about that. They wanted Jarrett to win, which, I get it, but like there's a story with Hangman right now, I guess. I'm not privy to it. I guess he's like a heel and a dick right now. Jarrett doesn't need the win. I mean, like, it's cool story and everything, but I agree. I think, the guy that's gonna be there for a while is gonna win the match, That's my thought process. I mean, yeah, okay. You have Jarrett. Are you just having Jarrett win the tournament just based off of, his friendship with Owen? Like, really? Cool. What's that do? What's next for Jarrett?
What's the
Is this tournament supposed to elevate the eventual winner? Because we've seen who won it last year, Ricky Starks. How's that working out for him? Like
Cole. Is it the third year they're doing
it
this?
was Adam. Yeah, this is a third. Adam Cole and then Ricky Starks.
You don't get anything. Do you get a title shot or anything out of this? Or
I don't think you do. I don't think Adam Cole did.
You just win
I know Ricky Starks didn't. I think you just win the title belt or trophy or whatever they have. So, if that's the case, then yeah, maybe Jarrett could have gone, but you're not going to have him beat Hangman Page.
Especially when
because then that discredits Hangman Page.
Comes back, he's heel. I want to talk. We're going to kind of bounce all over the place. We're on AEW. I want to stick with this.
They booked yourself in a corner, basically, putting Hangman in that spot.
We had last week, we had MJF out there putting over Danny Garcia. Will Ospreay came out. MJF offered a match to Garcia at All Out.
All in.
All in.
Is All in or in? Yeah.
And then Ospreay came out and then offered his hit for the international championship, whatever the hell he has. And then MJF kind of got like kind of like upstage there. So he's like, hey, focus on this or whatever. So this week we had MJF turn heel now. So let's step back. So now we have MJF heel. We still had Adam Cole a little while ago come out with this devil mask. We have this whole storyline that we've been doing for, since MJF started the devil mask. We can literally say it was to that whatever that pay-per-view was, the Punk with the shit with the voicemail.
Was it Revolution?
Yeah, so that was that's the first time the devil. We had the casino ladder match. This devil mask thing's been going on all the way through. So now we're gonna have heel Adam Cole and all this. We're gonna have heel MJF. We're supposed to get the ending of this, the best friends and tag team champs, kangaroo kicks. And
is he like a heel or is he, like kind of like a tweener thing,
because it's not, he has to be a heel. I think they've realized that like the heels but it's not this thing anymore where it's like you're a baby face and you push it and you make the merch and everything. Now it's just like you be a heel. And I think that's what he needs to be. That's what it looks like what they're trying to do. But with this storyline still, unless they're just going to completely ignore it, which could happen. It was just very confusing to me when all this is happening and you just go back. And if you literally just watch Dynamite's 6, 7 months ago and cut to now, and you're like, oh, I wonder how that storyline ended. You would go and be like, what? It never ended. We just ignored it. It was 2 years though. I don't know why it would be like if Chad Gable, like with the Wyatt 6, if he got that gash in his head or whatever, and he just came back or whatever, and he's like, he still comes. He's not focused on it, but he mentions it. He's like, I got left for dead. He'll mention it would be like just not meant. I don't know. There's something about it that just why have such a long storyline? And I know injuries occur. I know people got hurt, but he was not out there that long ago with the devil. That I just want. I know that when that all went down Wednesday, I was just like, okay. At the end of the day, it's whatever. But come on. Anyway, let's wide sick update. We continued with the. I didn't know if we were going to be doing a different character each week comes out. I like that it's Nikki Cross. I like that. I didn't know if these videotapes would then lead to them doing what they did week 1 with each character slowly, and we can ride this summer with this basically. But what they did, I like it. We ran it back with Howdy and Bo again, where it kept doing a lot of effects and everything, where it slowly goes down to where it was just him in the room and he is Uncle Howdy. The way they did it and everything is good. Now it's just, I still think they're going to keep doing this slow burn with it. Do you think they will be involved at all in Money in the Bank?
I think they have to be. I think there has to be something happen in that Money in the Bank ladder match with Chad. It wouldn't make sense not to. I mean, every time he showed up, with the exception of last night, something's happened there. So I think it would have been. I think it's cool if you do the videotape thing and like you do it for each character. My thing is though, like that, I feel like you can't do that and just have that, like without them making a physical appearance. We haven't seen them physically since week 1, with the exception of Nikki Cross. And I guess this past Monday was different.
So I like what they
people
did.
are want to. Yeah, so do I. People want to see
Very
Bo.
cool.
People want to see Bo. I agree. It was very cool.
Very like keep them. You're pulling them. The silhouette, like that was very like you just keep everywhere he goes. You just see a silhouette of him. You're like yes. It's just like I'm just like how are they going to keep pulling off?
Basically, what I want is more of week 1. I want them to I want like bodies laying all over the place. I want blood splatter on the walls. That's what I want. Just randomly, Adam Pearce is on his way to the ring, and he just sees a whole pile of his guys just dead. But yeah, no, I think definitely Toronto's going to be hype. They always are. I think Chad. You could definitely see Chad maybe about to win, and the lights go out, and one of them are like on the other side of the ladder with him, just like looking at him, head cocking and shit. You know what I'm saying? Definitely could see, and then like lights go back out and come back up, and neither of them are on the ladder. Like Chad just disappears.
Yeah.
So yeah, like I could see something like that happening.
Reaching for it, the lights go out and go back on, and he's just gone, and
he's just not there. Yeah, just not there. Definitely could see that.
Yeah, this is one of the first Money in the Bank matches in a long time where I think like at least four of the people are going to be like, I think there's going to be some of the most shenanigans ever, where I think there's going to be so many people involved in this match.
Both Money in the Bank ladder matches really have kind of that feel. I also think that both of them are very unpredictable. Both matches are, in fact, a lot of these matches are unpredictable.
A lot of people have feuds with other people. That
lots of things going on.
how are all these people not going to show up in this match and just screw their
Right.
person?
Yeah.
And then after you do, I was looking at maybe like 3, and then once you have it down to that 3, I only thought 1 could win, but you can't go with that logic because the person who you think's going to win the whole thing or want to win, they usually don't do that. But
No, right. If you don't have beef with someone right now, you're probably the odds-on favorite to win. So if you're one of those guys that keep a low profile, good for you. Okay, good for you.
maybe
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 Vegas
would not beg to offer because I think that the person who has the second best odds to win, I mean, a lot of people don't like him. So, hey, but the guy who is literally on the cover of the poster, Money In Thje Bank, didn't even think he'd get in the country, but Drake got him in the country. He's there. He's going to be able to be in the match. They're asking everybody to wear white, so I'm already on it.
I thought that was weird. Why Triple H? Why?
The visual.
I just when he said that, I remember. I don't know if anyone has ever watched the episode, the show The League, but when Andre has the whiteout party and all the black people come in and they look at it, it has a sign that says whites only, and he meant clothing, not people, and all the black people are looking at the side. Yeah, that's pretty funny.
What a great
It's
show.
clothing. It's clothing. It's clothing. It's clothing.
I'm inside me.
Great show.
The Dre.
Yes. Anyway. Yeah, that's that'll be. I mean, I guess for what the yeeting and stuff.
Yeah.
I guess the fireflies will look cool with the whiteness. I'm interested to see if they can get a lot of people to do that.
Yeah, I don't know if they're gonna put. They support.
Is it going to be like? Is it going to be like Penn State Nittany Lion game? Like, is this what we're going to be looking at here?
They can't use the fireflies. Jay's gonna tell him to stop. If he does it, I guarantee.
Mosquitoes.
No,
I use mosquitoes. I don't use fireflies.
No, stop it! Don't do that. Don't put the lights on. Dijak during our little week here. He was out talking a lot about he's out of WWE. A little bit verbal. This dude's a big Dijak fan. Got drafted to Raw. It just seems like he wants to go AEW to AEW.
Well, as a wise man once said, grass isn't always greener on the east side. It's greener where you water it. And here's my issue. My issue is not with Dijak wanting to be used. My issue is not with WWE choosing not to re-sign him. My issue is with everybody who all of a sudden has gotten on this Dijak train and he's like the greatest wrestler in the world. Like that's cool. Where were you when where were the Retribution fans? That's what I want to know. Where were they?
T-Bar?
Like everyone online, as soon as they get, I can't believe they couldn't use Dijak, man. Crazy. Shut the fuck up.
And we talked about when he got drafted. We were saying that would be cool. We were saying they should. They didn't do anything with him, obviously. But just
you're bitching the bitch. That's what you're doing. You're bitching the bitch, and it's fucking stupid. No, like I didn't mind Dijak. I was not like, I can't believe it. No, they didn't fucking use him, and he deserved better. So what they do, they let him go. They did not re-sign him, so he can go to AEW, so he can go to NWA Power, so they can go to TNA, whatever the fuck is the case.
And it's like a balancing act. WWE champion. He's a world champion. He's talking about how like bad of an experience he kind of had there with stuff, and then right on the other side, I'm seeing Ethan Page talk about the complete opposite. How he said that working over there was like chaotic. Nothing's in control or whatever. And he says people over here where he's at want to see you succeed, and their structure, and it's just like. That's not the first person who has said that. So
no, yeah, look, that's with any job, man. You're gonna find like, I would never talk bad about my previous jobs, but I know a lot of people that talk bad about their, the same previous jobs. Like you're gonna get that with anybody. It's all about the mindset. It's all, and of course, a lot of it's a little bit of kiss ass on both sides.
But it goes back to the whole tribalism thing. It's just like Dijak putting out frustrations towards his experience, and he did not like it, and he's out. And then you have Ethan Page, who did not like the situation he was in, and he came over here to where Dijak just left, and he likes it. It's perspective. It's
perspective. I also think it has a lot to do with what they see in you. Like if they don't see a lot in Dijak, they're probably not gonna really, I don't want to say care about you, but they're not gonna spend a lot of time developing you as much as if they see more in Ethan Page, that kind of shit, I saw somebody, say, like make fun of somebody for saying AEW is like unorganized, and I forget the other word they use, but unorganized is like, yeah, it's called punk rock and we like it. I'm like, what? Like, I guess they compared AEW to punk rock. And I'm like, kind of sounds weird doing the whole Nirvana ECW thing, but
for sickos, right? Wasn't that their new shirt?
Yeah, I don't know, but it's all about perspective. Dijak, if he feels like he had a bad experience and he wanted to talk about it, he freely can do that now. Ethan Page is under contract with WWE. He's praising them. So, you're going to look at that either way. You're going to look at the other thing either way. You're going to have a lot of people complain. That's, but, I'm just saying, AEW can't be perfect because you had Cody leave, CM Punk is gone, you have Ethan Page gone, you have Shawn Spears gone, and WWE's not perfect with all the many WWE people over there.
I want to give actually credit to Chris Jericho. I will make fun of him a lot though. His learning tree character is very funny.
Haven't caught it.
No, that's
caught
what
any of it.
He started doing it or whatever. Just he has his voice like I know like hi guys, like the way he does this voice of being like a happy-go-lucky like. It's very funny. It's the way
Is he funny? Is he funny, Chris Jericho again?
Yeah, because he's just like doing like the obvious, like where everyone's just like, you want TV time. He just come out like, hey guys, what's going on? You know, I need my TV time, and he just does it like that. Like he does it all like smiley, like a '60s goody two shoe. Like the way he's pulling it off is very funny. So
I will give Jericho all the credit in the world for still doing what he's doing at his age. I really thought by now he'd be all about Fozzy and stuff. So I will give kudos to Chris Jericho. He is one of the greatest of all time.
He will go down as one of the greatest ever, just to be able to reinvent himself through many companies over and over again, and just still being like the one he's doing. Like the thing he's doing right now with the learning tree is just like such a smug, like he's doing what the Bucks are trying to do, because everyone like they're trying to be like this, oh, you guys got money now and EVP, like they're trying to do it, but they're just like it's bad. And it's like Chris Jericho is doing it in a way where that's how you do it. Like he knows how to jump into that. He just knows how to turn it up. Like, and
well, Jericho's not the most overrated tag team ever, so that's probably a good reason why. Sorry.
So I sometimes make jokes about Jericho, but you got to give credit.
You know what? Not all of his bits stick with me. Not all his bits stick with anybody. But the fact that he can do it deserves applause. I hope to see him, back in the WWE at some point, even though he says he's like doesn't really need to or want to really. But even if it's just like that Hall of Fame induction that he doesn't think will matter to him, it'd just be cool to see him again.
It'll happen. I guess before we talk about Money in the Bank and the card, SmackDown last night, we called it. We finally got those new tag team champions.
Long overdue, man. Long overdue. Super stoked that they did it the same way they won them last time in NXT. Super stoked that they're off of Grayson Waller and Austin Theory. That tag team didn't hit with me as much as I thought it would. Now they can fully, they're going to do their Austin Theory versus Grayson Waller thing. That'll be good. Finally get to see Austin Theory as a babyface. Maybe that'll be good. DIY is arguably the best tag team on the roster, and this is super, super, super long overdue. Like super long overdue. So I'm really glad that they pulled the trigger in Canada for them. Good job, everybody.
But also at the same time, I'm kind of bummed because I thought that maybe they're waiting. So Pretty Deadly back last night wrestling the Street Profits. It's like, all right, they're even talking about it. Momentum going, let's go. So I'm just praying that these guys don't win this match, honestly, because I'm like, no. Gargano.
Well, I mean, they're not going to have Pretty Deadly beat A-Town Down Under.
So we want them to lose with this. They even mentioned it. This is up in the rankings. I'm like, no, we want the Street Profits to win, because then the Street Profits will be, number one contenders, whatever. And then they'll wrestle Ciampa and Gargano if they win the match later on, which they did, obviously. So, yeah, we get the slow burn with Pretty Deadly now until they take them away.
Well, I hope not, man. I really like Johnny and Tommaso.
Me too, but I mean, at some point, Pretty Deadly has to take them. Come on.
I mean, heel has to take them, and so, I mean...
That's why I didn't want them to be the heels that job out to them first immediately. So, yeah.
They might be. They might be.
No, they got to go work on their musical. They're working on the Pretty Deadly.
Right. That's right.
Then they're going to get their title shot. But
no.
We don't. Yeah, you are bothering.
We don't do that.
We don't do that stuff. We don't chill. We like being shadow banned. Thank you.
Appreciate that.
We're
not. The AEW people are not ready to hear our opinions.
No, not at all. Let's talk Bloodline for a second here.
Okay. Yeah, they did something big.
They the main event was Ciampa and Gargano, and then they threw in a which has been a while since this has happened, where they closed SmackDown with like a minute video package, which I thought was just something completely.
I'm telling you this right now. I started SmackDown. I fell asleep.
No,
so I didn't actually see this live.
After they won the titles, they celebration, whatever. I guess it was like 9:58 or something, and then they ran a solo video package, basically saying that Roman Reigns is not in the bloodline. I think that was like what it all came down to. Like he's the so now we already have there's odds out already for if Roman is going to return tonight.
This is so yeah. This is I don't know where this is coming from. Like you don't have to be an insider to know. Like no, that's not happening. My wife upstairs asking, "You think Roman comes back tonight?" I'm like, "No, it's not." Like, it'd be cool. I think there's a bigger story to
Yeah, it
tell.
would be cool. Like if he showed up tonight,
you know?
I would freak the fuck out.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Especially if I'm like, if I truly 100% believe he's not going to be there. If he's there, sick. Like, it'd be. I mean, it wouldn't be CM Punk all over again. But when CM Punk returned, I like 100% believe CM Punk not there, and he showed up. Like, oh my god, cool. Ain't happening. I have a bigger. It's a bigger. Again, it goes into the unpredictability of this card, but there's two scenarios really that I think will happen at the end of that 6-man match. So
do you think
neither of them involve Roman?
Do you think it's got to be a 6-man match? I mean, there's 4 men on that poster and only 3 of the.
Who the hell could? Who the hell?
Well, Solo's on there. You got there. If you look at the image, you got the Bloodline has 4 members.
Well, who would it be?
Oh, the next guy. I mean, what happened? Paul Heyman.
Who's the 4th guy?
Paul Heyman got put through a table, right?
Yeah.
So the baby faces would need one more.
You're gonna put Paul Heyman in there?
No, I'm just saying that there's potential where it could be.
Oh, so you're saying Roman could be the 4th guy?
No. But who else like maybe was associated
Punk?
with
Punk?
Paul Heyman and
Curtis Axel, Ryback,
Bloodline, and hasn't been on TV.
Jimmy.
Brock.
Brock, no. Stop it. No, that would not. No. Too soon.
Equalizer.
Too soon. Not happening. No. Brock literally has 0 beef with any of those Bloodline
This
members.
is why we do. Hey, I like throwing things out there.
No.
I'm just saying they might need somebody, or they're just gonna fight. Regardless, I mean.
Well, wait a minute. Brock lives in like Saskatchewan, doesn't he? Isn't that in Canada? So I mean, I guess like maybe there's a 3% chance it happens, but that's not happening. You could do Jimmy before Brock. You could do Punk before Brock, and you could do Roman before Brock. Brock ain't there.
What the hell is Jimmy doing?
He was injured, but he was going to kill it off by this Bloodline.
Yeah. Just an out there scenario. Like Roman coming back again. It's not. I mean, they attacked Paul Heyman. This is all. It's brewing. I just don't think
you have to like. You do have regarding Roman. You do have to kind of bring him back at a pay-per-view, though. I feel
this
like
is Money in the Bank has had some pretty nice surprises at the end of the
right.
Against Reigns the one year.
If you're gonna do the SummerSlam thing with Roman, I mean, I don't believe personally that Roman will have a match at SummerSlam.
No.
I think he probably returns at SummerSlam.
Yeah, that's one of the main reasons.
At the end of a match.
That's why one of the main reasons why I kind of want to go to. I have that.
Yeah.
I think that's where we get the big. Well, yeah, it would. I won't want them to do that to Cody though. I mean, the best scenario would be like Cody getting, but then he would still be involved. So it'd be like Solo being the champ, and a Roman coming back. I think would be sick, but I don't think they can do anything with what they did with Cody now. It's like really hard to take the title off of him. And I couldn't even tell you who I would think would take the title off of him currently right now.
Like
I wouldn't even be able to like give you a guess at what they would.
Nah. Like he's at this rate, he's definitely taking it into Mania.
Like he's like to me, that he's like untouchable. The other
really is.
There's a lot of good stuff going on with like that Raw title with Judgment Day and everything. cooking. There's a lot of things you can do with that. With Liv
Which-
and Rhea and all that stuff. They're
which
they're
makes
doing,
you. Go ahead.
no, I was just saying they're doing their like bloodline run that the bloodline had. Now they have like these, especially when you can keep doing it with Rhea getting hurt and still being able to kind of push out these little things that they're doing with I like it. I'm a fan of the Judgment Day debacle that's going on.
So going back to Cody, yeah, the Judgment Day stuff is fantastic.
Who's going to
Has been for a while, right? But going back to Cody, it's like you said, there's nobody right now. There's nobody. Like there are, in my eyes, two people that could dethrone him. One of them I wouldn't mind. The other one probably wouldn't mind either. So Randy's one. I think, they could like easily do what they did with him and Drew during the COVID era, like have them hot potato that title a little bit. Is that the best decision? If you plan on doing Randy and John Cena for the title to break the record at Mania one day, I'll forgive it. Just to get Randy those reigns real quick to catch up to John Cena. I think he needs like 2 more to tie John Cena. If you do that, not saying this is happening, not saying it's even in the realm of possibility. If you do that, I'll forgive you hot potatoing the title. However, that's one guy that I could see taking it off Cody. The other guy, not even there. It's The Rock. Which all leads down to, is this title reign, have you enjoyed this title reign from Cody? Like,
yeah, I mean, this is coming from a guy who wanted to see Roman. I like Cody. I like the whole thing.
I asked you.
It would have destroyed, and they said that in the documentary. Triple H said like it would have really killed his momentum if he didn't win it this year. So I get that, but they put themselves in that situation. I would have wrote it. I had no problems with Reigns being the champion, but also this moment would come where he would drop it and he'd be gone for a while. So I'm glad that we're already in that stage of him being gone, that he's not around like for the, so I don't know. I'm a Reigns guy. I love Cody.
Yeah. Well,
I just don't.
That's why I asked you.
I just think it's a weird. They're just putting them in feud. Like what I'm really thinking is now. I kind of think Randy Orton turns heel after this match, maybe, because they already
stop giving away my spoilers.
Yeah, I mean, it's still like they've teased like him looking at the title, and it's like they definitely are doing Orton and Cody at some point, and Cody's not going to be a heel. I think after they lose, after they lose to the Bloodline tonight, I could see it happening where just because KO's involved in it too, but it's like I could see that. I mean, because the only SummerSlam match I think is if they're going to do Cody and Solo, or it's going to be, I think it has to be Cody and Solo, because what is Solo going to do then at SummerSlam if you're building up Solo and the Bloodline, and I definitely think they're going to win tonight. You got to do something big with them. I think the only thing you could do is, or maybe it's a triple. I just think they're definitely doing it.
Interesting.
Randy and Cody's definitely happening. They're doing that. They know they're doing that. So I think maybe having this 6-man tag match could. What's the biggest match at SummerSlam? Is it Solo versus Cody, or is it Cody versus Randy?
Overall, or just what Cody can have?
Just overall, like storytelling wise, Do we have enough time?
Through the whole show. Through the
Do we
whole
have
show?
time to tell this story? Like we're already SummerSlam.
Are you asking what the biggest match on the SummerSlam card will be?
For
Is that what
Cody.
you're asking? For Cody, okay. Yeah, no, I think it's man, it's like it's a toss up between those two matches.
I think
Like,
it has to be Solo because Randy, I think there's so much story to tell. We're at July 6th. SummerSlam is August 3rd. I'd rather build that match up for over a month with the history of Randy and Cody than just to build it up in these next, 3.5 weeks. But I don't know. That's just, you can.
depends on if Roman's coming back at the end of SummerSlam, man. Like, he ain't gonna come back at the end of a Cody Roman match or a Cody Randy match. He's gonna come back at a Cody solo match, you know? It really all depends, and it makes it such a toss up. But you know, if Randy RKO's Cody at the end of the match tonight, you know it's gonna be Randy and Cody.
Yeah,
And
this is
like you said,
this is
what's Solo doing?
We got it. This is what's happening. Cody is retaining at SummerSlam against Solo. He's getting beat down, and Roman is returning. That's how you do that.
I think that's the smart bet.
I think that's Reigns is coming back as the biggest babyface ever, and the biggest babyface in the company is Cody Rhodes. That's how you do it. If you sit back and just look at it, I'm like, Cody Solo, they win, Bloodline beatdown, Roman, and then boom, we're leading to that Survivor Series match of Bloodline.
You can even still have Randy RKO Cody, and you know Cody and KO are like good friends. You could like kind of do that still, and then pivot to where KO has such a problem with it that him and Randy are disagreeing, and they have a match at SummerSlam. You could do Randy and KO at SummerSlam.
Yeah,
you know,
that's true.
If that Cody solo situation is going to happen, which I think is probably it.
Yeah,
it should be it.
I think Cody solos. I think the match they definitely are. You have to establish in this bloodline, which is why the bloodline definitely needs to win this match tonight because Solo's not. I don't think Solo's going to win the title at SummerSlam. He's going to lose. That's it. I think I'm like 100% confirmed that is happening. I will take that. Like Roman returns after Cody beats Solo. Well, oh my God, what a freaking pop it will be. Will we have the old school Roman Reigns head of the table music? Will it be the symphony that we got at Mania? I just got so excited for SummerSlam. Should we start talking? We're already. Oh my God, where was it now? Should we start? Let's get into this card because we have our theories. All right, Money in the Bank prediction. Let's do this. Up with a yeet. All right, we're doing predictions here. We got the jaBROni World Championship on the line. I think we are throwing in triple threat rules for this. Miss Dana cashing in her Money in the Bank, and she is involved in this as a little three-way menage a trois, if you will. And we have 5 matches, confidence points. Most confident, 5, all the way down to 1. And hey, if we're all in agreement to everything, I would say we could throw in some extra bonus stuff here for maybe ladders broken, who pins who in multi-man matches. So we get a definitive with no ties here, especially because I feel bad because I missed Forbidden Door last week, and AEW pay-per-views are a good chance to run into some shenanigans. So Your Austin Theory. Goddamn right. All right. Let's run this card down. We got 5 matches. We are going to start. Apparently, the main event's going to be Rollins and Damian.
Oh, you heard that? Is that what you heard?
Apparently, but I don't know.
You and your dirt sheets, man. You and your dirt sheets.
Which makes me, if it is, I don't know if that involves then maybe the whoever is winning Money in the Bank. I'm only assuming that the show will start off with this match first. We have the women's Money in the Bank match. And kind sir, if you want to, you can take it, or I will. Whatever you prefer. I'm deferring. Do it if
I'm
not.
going to. All right, so let's get Dana's pick out of the way. We'll do Dana's pick out of the way since she doesn't care to show up on the show. She was very smart in her pick.
We'll run through it. Let me say it. We have Tiffany Stratton, Chelsea Green, Zoe Stark, Naomi, Lila Valkyrie, and Io Sky.
So for me, I think there's only 2 possible people that could win this match. And she picked one of them, so I'm going to pick the other. She picked Chelsea. She put 2 points on Chelsea Green. Now, here's why that's smart. I consider Chelsea Green one of the better female heels on the roster. Mainly because she's annoying as fuck. And, that's just, that's awesome. It's in Canada, and I think there's some type of kinetic connection with Chelsea and Canada. Is she from there? I don't know. Okay, so there's a kinetic connection. So that's obviously a smart pick, in my opinion. And I think Money in the Bank would fit Chelsea Green very well. So Chelsea Green with 2 points, I think that's great. I probably would have said that if she hadn't said that, because Chelsea Green deserves a vote in this match. Because she said that, I was also super glad because now I can go and pick who I actually want to win, who I actually think should win. And that is Tiffany Stratton, taking her 2 points. Tiffany Stratton, it's Tiffy time. It's always Tiffy time. So it's Tiffy time. It's Tiffy in the Bank time. Okay.
I was on the boat. I was
You can't honestly think those other 4 have a chance.
There's only 2 people who can win this the way that they've been pushed on television. And they are the 2 that you said. Tiffany Stratton, literally, she's the woman when we first did all this and it was starting all off, I was just like, she's winning Money in the Bank. I'm rerouting on this. I'm willing to lose this title on that. I think that the favorite for both Money in the Bank matches, both favorites are not going to win. This is the match where the favorite is not going to win. I'm with Dana. I'm going to throw 2
on Chelsea.
Yeah, why not?
I love it. Let's lure Zach back into this. Let's lure Cardona back into the WWE. I want to see him. Give Chelsea everything.
This happens when I don't write down my picks beforehand. I make rash decisions, but it just seems
it's the only way to go.
That briefcase would fit her more. Tiffany Stratton's just on the right. Like, I don't think she even needs this. She looks like a superstar. It's so easy to get a title match anyway. So why not put it on? They're both heels, but I think it would
fits Tiffany though. It fits Tiffany like it fit LA Knight last year.
But they don't do that. They don't like that stuff. They don't give you
Obviously, fucking not, or LA Knight would be the champ right now.
They don't give you what you want. All right, what should we?
I
do?
will trademark Canada Connection, Dom. I will do that.
All right,
That's a thing.
We'll break up the money, buddy. Let's go on to this because we have our Austin theories.
Wow, we're doing this right now. Shit.
Yeah, this is no title involved. This means nothing. This is a match where the champion is in the match, so you know the champion is losing the match. There's not much to say about this match, honestly. You could do all the shenanigans in the world or whatever nonsense. If the Bloodline does not win this match, they are not established as this new Bloodline. It doesn't matter what you do or say or any argument you have towards me. The Bloodline 1,000% need to win this match. Whatever, five on the Bloodline, and it's not even it should be everything on the Bloodline. What are we doing here? This is a Jade Cargill AEW pick right here. There's no.
I'm gonna do a slight pivot to everyone's thought process. I'm with you.
Faces win.
I'm not, however, going to put 5 points on it. I'm going to put 4 points on the Bloodline. Reason being is that I'm trying to swerve you a little bit, and I hope you don't know where I'm putting my 5 points at. So now I hope I'm in your head. So there's that.
Ooh, I'll go to that
Dane,
so you can put 5 on it.
Fuck you, asshole. All right. Dana is taking a huge pivot and is picking. She, I guess, believes that Randy and Cody is the main event for SummerSlam. So she is going Cody and RKO as the winners in this match. And she put 4 points down on that.
That gets me so pumped because that just balances out her good Chelsea Green pick now.
Yeah.
I'm back in the driving seat. All right. Are you ready to go to your 5 match?
Yeah.
Let's see if I get it right. And you start too.
Yep. So this is why it's my 5 match. Okay. Braun Breaker has been built up so good, so unstoppable. And it's like, are you really gonna have like his first, I guess, challenge? You know, he's had all these people interfere in his matches and whatnot. Are you really gonna have Braun Breaker lose in his first real big challenge after building him up as unstoppable as you possibly can be?
You want him to lose in his hometown again?
The answer is yes, Braun Breaker is going to lose. And he's going to lose to Sami Zayn, and I'm putting 5 points down on Sami Zayn.
You swerved me there.
Yes, I did. Yes. I like where the Braun Breaker thing is going. I dig it. I think this is kind of like one of those fluke victories, maybe like a quick roll up or something ends this bad boy. I got 5.
You've watched too many WWE shows. You're like, this is it.
I got 5 on Sammy. Dana has 5 on Sammy.
Oh, you guys are sick bastards. You guys are sick. Now,
I'm just saying.
I have to. And I know you're right about this because this is the one where 4 Braun. 4 Braun. We got to do this.
4 Braun. We got to do it. You know what I'm saying?
We have to do this. We can't leave. I mean, I think
it's unpredictable.
I
can see it either going either way.
I think he would win this every single time. The only reason that I'm a little worried a bit It's in Toronto. It's in Canada. That makes me a little. But hey, if we're getting Chelsea, if we're getting a Canada win in there. If Chelsea Green wins women's Money in the Bank, maybe I'm feeling a little happy. I'm like, we got a Canada win right underneath.
Keep in mind, there's 3 opportunities for Canada to win tonight with KO as well.
No, that's not. No, that doesn't count. All right, no. Because if we were picking,
I don't make the rules. This is where they're from.
I'm just saying, if we picked who would take the pinfall in that match. If the Bloodline beat the Faces, who's taking the pin in that match?
Kevin. Could be Randy.
It didn't take that much for you to think about that because I think that's kind of.
Could be Randy. Could be Cody.
You're not allowed to do that. We might have.
We have somebody wondering what time the pay-per-view is. Where are you from? Wisdom is Ioma. Are you from Ioma?
So we're thinking that. All right, so 7.
It's 8 o'clock Eastern.
No, it's 7.
Fuck you. It's 8.
It says 7 right here. It's on the screen.
What are you watching?
Literally on our screen. It says July 6th.
On our screen?
7 p.m. 7 Eastern, 4 p.m.
Yeah, but is that the pre-show though?
No, pre-show starts at like 6, right? Wouldn't it say pre-show?
I don't know.
I mean, you're probably.
I don't know. You're in Turkey. Holy shit. I don't even. Is that
that everything off the. It's saying 7 here. We're getting 7.
All right. So hold on. Let's see. Hold on. I need to find out what time it is.
We're gonna figure this out.
What time is it in Turkey? Hold on.
Siri got us.
We got this. Forgive our ignorance about what time it is in Turkey.
It's not ignorance. We're learning here.
Is it Ankara, Turkey? Istanbul, Turkey?
Oh, shit.
Well, right now it's 7 o'clock in Turkey. PM.
Are they rocking 7? So we're thinking. All right. Well,
All right.
We're gonna ban that guy.
So it's 7 p.m.
He said, please, and then you're making turkey jokes. Come on. And we're shadow banned? What is happening here? We're the Faces all of a sudden?
All right. So hold on. If it's 8... All right. So if it's 7 p.m. in Turkey right now, the pay-per-view is on in 6 hours.
7, right?
7? It's 12 o'clock. So 7 hours?
2 a.m.
So 1 or 2 a.m. Yeah, 2 a.m. 2 a.m. 2 a.m. 2 a.m.
a.m.
I feel bad for Turkey. I feel bad for Turkey.
No, Wisdom, do you get to ever watch these events live, or you have to time your?
Well, you got to remember the last couple pay-per-views have been the noon for us, so it's probably like prime time for them.
Well, the UK, all those like What Culture dudes and everything, all their stuff's like effed because all of our stuff airs. Isn't it like in the middle of the night for them? Or their shows are like super
in England, yeah. England's like 3, 4 a.m. I think.
I always give the props to all those dudes who do those What Culture and Coldaholic videos or whatever. I'm just like, touche. You guys have the It's like for us, worst case scenario, we gotta watch it at like noon. Which isn't bad. It's like getting football super like, oh, I gotta wake up at 9 a.m. and watch football.
Yeah, no.
It's like
remember like 2 or 3 weeks ago when the Phillies had an 11:30 a.m. game? I fucking hated that. I couldn't stand that shit.
It was on a Sunday, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was that app. Yeah, I had softball that day, so I've been bummed. But if not, I mean, if I'm up and it's on.
I was up. It's just I can't get all into it that early.
182 game season. With football, it's a little bit more different. You wake up and you just know about it. It's 9 a.m. You're just like, all right, I'm going to be watching football from 9 a.m. until 11:30 tonight. it gives me, I don't know, it gives me a boner, if you will.
Eagles got the Brazil game, the first game of the year, on a Friday. I feel like that one's at like 5 or 6 p.m., which is kind of excellent.
We're gonna go out and get rowdy.
Yeah, like why? Like, what? Catch an Eagles game during happy hour? What? Okay.
All right. So
Anyway.
we're this
Isn't can we delete that turkey with mayo comment? I pulled a muscle and I can't really laugh at it without it in pain.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Wisdom.
I hope you enjoy the show.
I hope yes.
And you're catching one hell of a prediction here because we're all over the place. We're back. We're picking different sides here. All right. So we did the women's, we did the 6-man, we did the IC. We have 2 left. All right, let's do the men's. Money in the Bank.
I don't know. This is you, right? This is you.
We have Carmelo, Andrade, Drew, Jay, Chad, LA Knight. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is
It's for my health, Dom. It's not because I didn't like what you said.
Welcome.
I pulled a muscle in my rib, and it hurts when I laugh.
All right, so this is one where I mean everybody could come out for this match. Everybody, Andrade, really no beef. Carmelo,
It's basically WrestleMania 40 again, like the main event, just different.
Really, yeah. We got the guys on the far right here, no beef. Drew, I mean, you beat the shit out of Punk and left him for dead. You made fun of his family. You're wearing like his little bracelet and stuff with AJ and Larry. AJ's probably coming out and punching you in the dick tonight, most likely. Jey Uso,
Punching who in the dick?
Drew McIntyre,
AJ
Lee. Boom.
Oh, AJ Lee. Oh, wow! I thought you meant Styles. Wow, what a prediction there. Wouldn't that be something?
I mean, they've been really focusing on this, like him taking
On the
his
bracelet thing, right?
bracelet, and he's been gone for a while, and Punk came back. I don't
Yo,
know.
I'm not gonna mention that possibility to Dana. She's like a real big AJ Lee fan, and like if she sees AJ Lee, no warning, she's gonna shit a brick.
Let her be surprised by that. It's something that could happen. I mean, they've really they focused on him doing that, so it's just something to think about. Jey Uso, odds-on favorite to win this match. Very scary. All over the posters. Money in the bank. Eat in the bank. Okay. Chad Gable. He lost his family. Wyatt's sick out there. LA Knight. Logan Paul is showing up in this match and costing him. I hate doing them. I think this is the year that we already didn't pick the odds-on favorite for the women, so I'm going to just go off the basis that I'm right on this and think that they're going it's either Jay or Drew. They're the only 2 people I think that can win this match. With all these side storylines of Punk vowing that Drew's never going to win the world championship. All right. Does Drew win Money in the Bank? Punk's not involved or anything. And then if we're getting Seth and Damian Priest as the main event, I think there's going to be a cash-in. And then is that when Punk? Shit. I think I'm going to pick Drew McIntyre to win Money in the Bank. Shit, where are we at on this? How many points
I think I have 3. I'm not 100% sure.
I did 5, 4, and 2. So I have 3 and 1. Ooh.
What do I have? What's the other match that we have to decide?
Oh, we have to do the Seth and Damian.
Oh, right. Yeah, of course. Shows how that build-up's going.
So I used 5, 4, and 2. I got a 3 and a 1. Oh, this is rough. I'm losing this thing tonight. I'm going to go off of Drew McIntyre wins Money in the Bank and then tries to cash in later. And that's when Punk shows up that gets and cost him or something.
Okay.
I'm putting, oh my God, I can't believe I'm doing this. I'm losing this thing. Give me 3 on Drew.
Whoa! On a ladder, man. What? All right, no, that's cool. So going in this week, there were 3 possibilities for me. Obviously, Drew and Jay. I'm sorry though, but the year that Chad Gable has had, he deserves to be thrown into that mix. I don't think it's going to happen, but it is Chad Gable's time. Chad Gable, I love Chad Gable right now. He deserves that. Again, if we talk about who fits Money in the Bank, out of all these guys right now, it's Chad Gable. Chad Gable should be the Money in the Bank winner. Jay's plastered all over the pay-per-view. Drew. All right, so Jay is the one they want to win it. Drew is the one who will win it. Chad is the one who deserves to win it. You're muted.
It's true. They want you to think that every year, though. That's why against what I said and pick Drew. I think Jay Uso makes sense to win it. Like he's the crowd.
Right, so I'll tell you Dana's pick. Dana picked Jay, and she put 1 point on it. While you were talking, I was literally thinking, all right, Punk doesn't want Drew to be happy. So why would he have the Money in the Bank? Why would he let him get the Money in the Bank briefcase? Oh, well, that doesn't mean anything. He will stop him from cashing in, though. Your flaw, though, with that little scenario that you mentioned is, why would Punk even let him get the Money in the Bank briefcase and have an opportunity on a day that he is not there to do that?
You're gonna make you think he's not there, maybe. That's why.
Yeah, but you're still. But in my head, if I hated the son of a bitch, I'm not letting him get that opportunity. You know, like now you have to watch Drew's back all fucking year.
No, because he knows. I think he knows that he's gonna. Well, one, because if they're gonna do the main event being Seth and Damian, the only reason that match is the main event is because they're going to do something with the Money in the Bank winner. If anything else, I would have said that the women starts the show and the men's Money in the Bank ends the show. I don't really understand why Seth and Damian is the main event. The only reason that I think it is because they're going to do a cash in, and I think the women are going to hold on to the briefcase this year for a little bit instead. This is classic WWE.
It's classic WWE. All right. If Drew wins, I think he does win the title. I don't think Punk comes out later because it just wouldn't make sense. I just don't. It just wouldn't make sense. Why let him get the briefcase at all? So if Drew wins, I think he does cash in tonight and he does win the title.
No, it would be so much better for Punk's storyline if he comes out and lets him cash in. And
it doesn't. No, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Why would you let me get that opportunity anyway? I could go to fucking Damian's house and cash in anyway without you there. Doesn't make sense. I could go. Damian Priest could be playing the back nine. Okay, and I could roll him up and schoolboy him 24/7 R-Truth style and win the goddamn title when Punk's in Chicago.
Well,
Why
Vince-
would I let Drew have that briefcase?
That logic's gone. Vince isn't there anymore. They do this dumb shit.
No. That logic is right there. That's what Money in the Bank is. That logic is there, always there. The
But they're
Money in the
not
Bank
doing it.
briefcase doesn't have a time clock. It doesn't have a time clock. I'm like, oh, it's not inactive like this between the hours of 6 and 8 or whatever. No, it doesn't fucking work like that.
They're just not gonna do it. I'm
No.
I'm just
I'm
saying.
picking Drew to win. I'm picking Drew to win. I'm picking Drew to win. But I'm saying that if he does win the briefcase, he's winning the title. There's no chance Punk costs him the title tonight if he doesn't cost him the briefcase. It doesn't make sense. Because basically, statistically speaking, if you don't cost him, statistically speaking, the guy who wins the briefcase wins the title. You're basically going to hand him the title if you don't cost him the briefcase. So if he's not there if he's not costing Drew the briefcase. That does not logically make sense. And who would know better than anybody? The guy who won it twice, CM Punk. So I'm sorry, Drew's gonna win, but this doesn't even fucking matter in our results. Like, it's not like we're picking a hypothetical Money in the Bank cash in. Like, we're getting heated over hypothetical shit that doesn't even matter towards the contest.
I'm just CM Punk would not say that shit and just sit back and let him win all of that stuff. There's a reason behind it.
Motherfucker, that's exactly what I'm saying.
But you're
He-
saying halfway. He wants him to win that Money in the Bank because he knows he's
What are you talking about? It doesn't make
gonna-
sense what you're saying.
because they're writing a script to a show. How would you not write that script to a show to think Drew's like, Punk's not here. I won Money in the Bank. I'm cashing in tonight. He's going to go cash in. He thinks Punk's not there to screw him over. He's going to screw him over. Remember.
Why?
Gunther is waiting. It's not going to be Drew and Gunther at SummerSlam. Think about that. It's not.
Beat Seth and Gunther at SummerSlam, and Gunther beat Seth.
Drew, and I think the Money in the Bank briefcase is going to be gone tonight. I don't think it's going to be involved in the men's at all. I think it's going to be a one and done night with the men's briefcase, which is going to even intense the feud of Drew and Punk at SummerSlam. He's going to win the title at Mania and lose it immediately. He's going to win Money in the Bank. He's going to cash it in and have the opportunity to win it, and Punk's going to take it from him again.
No, no, it's not happening. Look, all right, it's like all right. So Drew wins the briefcase. Okay, the poetic justice of cashing in on Damian after Damian cashed in on him at WrestleMania is too good to pass up. There's no shot CM Punk lets him walk away with the briefcase if he's there. He's not gonna let him win the briefcase and then cost him. No. I'm picking Drew. What points do I have left?
You used 5, 4, and what you put on the women's?
I don't fucking know. One probably.
One.
So 2 and 3.
Two
So 2 and 3. 2 on Drew, dude.
Yeah.
But
3 on
despite
Drew.
the fact, Drew, I'm over it. Drew's
Yeah.
2.
All right, Jey Uso's winning that match. I'm thinking too much.
Dana's jaBROni world champion.
Yeah, I could. Yeah. All right, we have the main event now. We have Damian Priest, Seth Rollins.
jaBROni yet?
This is on you, right?
Yes, it is. Well, after what the fuck just happened in that segment, my whole thinking here, I don't think about CM Punk during this. I don't think about Drew. I don't think about any of that. I think about who is on the horizon, and that man is Gunther.
before you make your pick,
I
do you think it's kind of weird that they wrote like this seems like they had plans for Rollins somehow? Did it not seem like Rollins would be out way longer?
yeah, I did. I mean, and I think that was like kind of showed when like I feel like everybody was shocked when Rollins returned. Like, what the fuck?
Why
You
this
know?
is like, what are we like?
I think maybe they knew that they needed somebody a little bigger than Damian to face Gunther at SummerSlam.
I don't want to do this to him again, though. I don't want to do this to him again, though. I wrote him off last pay-per-view, and he said, "Yo, I'm El Campeon. Fuck you."
And I feel like the story is kind of leading towards Rollins winning. I just think this whole Liv and Finn thing, I feel like is costing Damian the title at some point. And then you do Finn and Damian at SummerSlam. But then at the same time, what if Rollins just came back to have a banger match and then goes back out and maybe tries to recover 100%? And, you know, that's how you can kind of explain him not challenging for the title. I don't know. It's weird. This is against my better judgment. No pun intended. But I'm going with Seth. I'm going to go 3 points. I think Finn or Liv or someone in the Judgment Day cost Damian the title.
Let's reroute this. Let's do this. I'm going the opposite. I have one left. We're going to do Damian Priest, Liv Morgan helps him retain the title, because I just think the storyline would be very interesting for when Rhea Ripley returns and doing this whole Judgment Day stuff now with they have the tag titles and Liv helped him retain the title, so he can't. I think it could cause a lot of shenanigans more. So let's root for. Let's just go. Yeah. I do think, like, if you want, so it's like, all right, they want to face to face Gunther, but they've gotten behind Damian Priest with this.
Well, I mean, if you think, but then, like, again, I feel like, do you really think the main event for this at SummerSlam is Damian versus Gunther?
I don't think that's the main event. I think it's one of the main events.
I'm saying, so you think that match is going to happen?
Yeah, after he didn't beat. I don't know. It's just this is just I guess the gambling side of me now. Like, after going against Damian once, it's like shit.
All right. No, that's fine. I mean, it was just like you have to believe that if you think that Punk's costing Drew the cash in tonight. So you have to believe that Gunther and Damian is the way at SummerSlam.
And also, it's like, do you want certain people just having Money in the Bank floating around? Maybe you give it to Jey Uso and you can like keep them in the. I just don't see it. I don't see, like, right now. Not that I don't see him. I just don't see it in the. He's over. I don't know. I just don't see him as a world champion right now. But also, I didn't see Damian Priest as a world champion, so I don't know anything.
Basically, Dana's gonna win the title tonight.
Yeah, this is gonna be. This is only a 5-match card, and I think this is the most that we've kind of been like throwing arguments each other, like actually having like a debate on things and going through, and so this is very open to. I honestly, but like you said before it all started, like I really don't know. I like that there's 5 matches, and it's just like this is kind of unpredictable, kind of.
A little bit.
In fact, I know LA Knight ain't winning the Money in the Bank. If he did,
yeah,
do backflips, but
Yeah.
He would just cash it in like the U.S. title, and I get mad.
You could do at SummerSlam. You could do Logan versus LA Knight, briefcase for title.
No. All right, predictions locked in. Let's click this thing. All right, my son turns 13 today, and I'm about to have a bunch of jabronis over my house. But before I get to this nonsense, we have to talk about jaBROni of the week.
Johnny Cena went to town riding on a pony. Rock stuck a feather up his ass and called him a jabroni.
All right, jaBROni of the week time. I'm going to throw this out real quick. It was in my back pocket. Last week, Pat McAfee, his beautiful wife, her father passed away. He had to not be at a show. We have Dave Meltzer reporting, though, that it was all part of the Wyatt 6 attack, and that's why he wasn't on the show. I got it made me physically angry because I remember just watching the clip of Pat McAfee on the Pat McAfee show explaining what happened the day of and everything. And it's just these fucking disgusting scumbags who try to make money off of professional wrestling when real life shit's going on and they're reporting something else when it's like someone's losing a family member. It's just like you say you have sources to
Oh my God! Did he like retract his statement?
He didn't say it. No, he said that he wasn't on there because of the Wyatt 6 thing with on their show when they like cut the power out and everything, and it was like.
But after Pat said what was going on, he didn't be like, "Oh yeah, I was."
I never heard a retracted statement at all. So that's why I've been holding on to this for like a week and a half now. I was just like, that's
oh man, what a dick!
And again, I didn't hear or see anything of a retraction, and I thought that was insane. And then I'm going to just morph over to Mercedes Moné has said some of the dumbest things in interviews for like a week and a half nonstop. And I'm not even going to get into the specifics of one. You can look them up if you want. It's just going to make me more angry. And it's only 12:30 in the afternoon, but she's kind of an idiot as well.
Well, she became irrelevant when she told everybody in the world that she was coming back to WWE at some point in her career. So,
yeah,
she's stupid.
Exactly. And it's like, you don't need to come back.
Yeah, don't.
If you want to, that's
Ever.
fine. And I know I'm nothing. You receive no pop from me. You can take your ball and you can go home. And you can continue wrestling in the bingo halls against.
What did I see? Like she was bitching and she said something about her husband.
Yeah, she didn't like his wardrobe. Like she's just like, yeah, that was the one thing she didn't like her Money in the Bank wardrobe the one year. It's just the same old company stuff. But I don't want to take this back from the fact that Dave Meltzer is a complete piece of shit. You know this. You're blocked from him, so.
Yeah, I do. But still, man, I even think he would be like that. Hey, we love ECW. Nirvana, No, we I'm gonna have to hop on board with you, man. I was really that's fucking dumb. And it just goes to show what I've been saying all along. Dave has as much credibility as I do in wrestling. I can make up things too. So, fuck that guy.
It was big, yeah. And I love listening to Eric Bischoff every once in a while just to hear him shit on Meltzer a little bit more. It's just a little extra bonus. But literally, that's been bothering me since I watched that clip and saw that clip of Meltzer talking about it. It's been like a fire inside of me ever since.
Oh my God. No, yeah, that's fucking.
I can't
It's
wait.
fucking stupid.
Just these goofs. That's we said it starts the show every week. These goofs.
What did McAfee ever do to have an empty-headed fucking dumb fuck like Dave Meltzer?
Beautiful. That's how you do it.
Johnny Cena went to town riding on a pony. Rock stuck a feather up his ass and called him a jaBROni.
Beautiful. All right, it's all built up. All right, we gotta get ready for this premium live event in which it looks like it's going to be an interesting one. Picks are all over the
I don't
place.
even know what needs to happen for the title to change hands.
After this is posted on all the audio formats out there in the world, I will write these all down and get them in a nice little pick picture, post that on the X, and
We need playoff clinching scenarios.
pray for the best and see what happens. Episodes of the show all available on YouTube, jaBROnis Pod, Spotify, Apple Podcast, all podcast providers. Follow us on X, jaBROnis Pod. I'm Happy jaBROni on X.
I'm Philly jaBROni 1 on X. I think I'm still that guy.
All right. And anything else before we close out this Saturday?
Yeah, just I just saw like somebody on X right now. The tweet says the story is right here, and it's Gunther holding the world title, but Chad holding the Money in the Bank. Ugh, can I go back? Take my pick.
Ooh.
Oh, let me go back.
Whoa.
No, I'm not going back.
That's pretty good.
That's it. That'd be interesting though.
All right. Everybody enjoy Money in the Bank. We will see you next week. Chin up, tits out, jaBROnis. Out.
jaBROni, JABRONI, XYZ, ABC. Oh, it doesn't matter how you spell jaBROni.
We don't believe you, jaBROni. Nah. We don't believe you, jaBROni. Nah.